on that day. We started the chapter solution. There I told you about solution. Then we were talking about what are solutions. Solutions are homogeneous mixtures. Then I told you that there one part is dispersed in the another one. Then there were some different types of solutions. Then we talked about the different concentrations of solutions. These are the different concentrations of the solutions. Then we talked about each of them individually, where I gave you the formula for everyone, like mass percentage, they were calculated by this formula, volume percentage, they were calculated by this formula. Then mass by volume percentage, this is mainly used in medicinal chemistry. Then this was here, the volume of the solution is fixed. Here parts per million, this was used for trace amount. Then mole fraction, this was the formula for that. Then molarity we talked about. There the formula was given as moles of solute by the volume of solution in liter. Then we talked about molality and solubility. Then we talked about the solubility of gas in liquid, and we did not talk about the solubility of solid in liquid. Now next was your Henry's law. Then another, this pressure and solubility relationship of the Henry's law. Then the final term of your Henry's law, what was given? That was given by P is equal to KHX. KH is the Henry's law constant, and here this KH is different for different gases. Lastly, we talked about the application of Henry's law, and with this we ended the class of Friday. So today we are going to move forward and we are going to solve some problems, some numerical problems which will be based on the topics that we have discussed. So let's start today's class. So see this question here. Your first question is, calculate the mass percentage of benzene. The formula is given, C6H6 and carbon tetrachloride, that is your CCl4. You have to calculate the mass percentage of benzene and carbon tetrachloride. For both of them you have to calculate the mass percentage here. What is the mass percentage of these two compounds in a solution? So let us begin this one. Let us start. So how to do here? Let's see. First of all, we have to write that whatever we are given, then what is given to us, we have been given the mass of benzene. Mass of benzene, that is 22 gram, and we have been given the mass of carbon tetrachloride, that is CCl4, and that is equal to 122 gram. These two are given to us, and now we have to calculate the mass percentage of benzene and carbon tetrachloride in the solution. So if you remember that the starting part, the mass percentage of a compound in a solution is calculated by, so let me move to the previous slide. Let me move to the previous one. Mass percentage. So this was my mass percentage. Now here in case of mass percentage, you see what was the formula? Mass of the component in the solution by total mass of the solution, and that is multiplied by 100. Now here in my case, in this question, see here in my case, here the mass of the benzene is given as 22 gram and the mass of carbon tetrachloride is given as 122 gram. So now let's begin, and how to do I'll show you. Here I have to calculate the mass percentage. So first of all, mass percentage of benzene. Now for mass percentage of benzene, what is said? Mass of the solute by the total mass of the solution. अब ध्यान से देखो कि जो solution बना है वो इन दोनों को मिला करके बना है. By mixing these two, I am preparing the solution. So the mass of the solution will be 22 plus 122. And you are calculating the mass percentage of benzene. So here the mass percentage of benzene, here it will be, that is, you are calculating for benzene, so benzene will be kept above, that is 22, and this one you need to multiply by 100. So now 2200 by this will be 144. Now dividing this, whatever the percentage you will get, that is your duty. You have to pause the video and you have to write all these in your copies. Another one again, then mass percentage of benzene we have calculated. Now we have to calculate the mass percentage of carbon tetrachloride. Then in case of mass percentage of carbon tetrachloride, what I will have? The mass of carbon tetrachloride will be now written in the numerator. So now what is the mass of carbon tetrachloride? That is 122, and total mass of the solution. So total mass of the solution will be 22 plus 122, and this is your multiplied by 100. Similarly, here also you will get 12200 divided by 144. So this one is also your duty. Whatever the percentage you will get, suppose this is X percentage and this is Y percentage. Now you can verify the result as X plus Y. This will be always equal to 100. This will be always equal to 100%. So this was the first question where we have calculated the mass percentage. Now another one you see here. Let me erase all this. Now here you see the question. The question is given that calculate the mole fraction in solution containing 30% by mass the carbon tetrachloride. Now you have to calculate the mole fraction here. Now how to calculate the mole fraction in this case? You see. The mole fraction you will calculate that here you have been given in terms of percentage here, means तुम्हारा जो solution है उसमें कार्बन टेट्राक्लोराइड जो है वो 30% है, only 30% is carbon tetrachloride. So if I am assuming that if the total weight of the solution, if the total mass of the solution is 100 gram, if the total mass of the solution is 100 gram, then the mass of carbon tetrachloride will be 30 gram, because only 30% you have carbon tetrachloride, और total mass अगर 100 है तो benzene कितना होगा? Benzene will be your 70 gram. Now you have to calculate the mole fraction of these two compounds in the total solution. So for this, first of all you have to see that कि 70 gram benzene is equal to what mole of benzene, and 30 gram of carbon tetrachloride means CCl4 is equal to what mole of carbon tetrachloride. Now how to do this? Let's see. Let us see. If you have any problem with the question, you can open your book. It is a question from the book. Now you see here, you have been given like a 30%. The percentage is 30%, and 30% solution is made from benzene and carbon tetrachloride. मतलब benzene में, in benzene you have been given 30% carbon tetrachloride डाला हुआ है, 30% CCl4. Now we have imagined that let the mass of C6H6 means benzene, let the mass of benzene be 30 gram. Then the mass of CCl4, will be 70 gram. Now we have to calculate that 30 gram benzene में कितने moles होते हैं. And to calculate that, we have to calculate the molar mass of benzene. So molar mass of benzene. Now molar mass of benzene will be equal to 6 into 12 plus 6 into 1, because C6H6 we have, so this will be here. So that is equal to 78. Now you have to calculate the number of moles. So number of moles in 30 gram. Number of moles in 30 gram will be equal to 30 by 78. Similarly, you have to calculate the mass of CCl4 now. So molar mass of CCl4 will be equal to like 12 into 4 into 35.5. Now this will be equal to 35 to 70, 71. So 30, 71 into 2 will be 202, 142 plus 12, this will be equal to 154. So similarly, now you will calculate that number of moles of CCl4 in 70 gram. Number of moles of CCl4 in 70 gram will be equal to 70 by 154. Now you were asked to find out the mole fraction of these compounds in the solution. So now mole fraction, to calculate the mole fraction, what we will do is, you see, now to calculate the mole fraction, the formula is that for which the mole fraction we are calculating, that we will be keeping in the numerator and remaining all in the denominator. Now let us see how we are going to do this. You see, here the value will be like, first of all we are going to calculate the mole fraction of benzene. So mole fraction of benzene, mole fraction of benzene will be equal to, how many moles we got? 30 by 78. So that 30 by 78 we are to keep in the numerator, 30 by 78. Now total moles present in the solution will be this 30 by 78 and this 70 by 154. So here you will get 30 by 78 plus 70 by 154. So now this is your duty to solve this, and you will be finding out the mole fraction of benzene, and similarly you will be determining the mole fraction of CCl4. In case of mole fraction of CCl4, in the numerator you will have 70 by 154 divided by 30 by 78 plus 70 by 154. मतलब ये नीचे वाला जो वैल्यू है ये कांस्टेंट होगा, बिकॉज दिस इज द टोटल नंबर ऑफ मोल्स प्रेजेंट इन द सॉल्यूशन, and the above one, that will be the number of moles for which you are determining it, जिसके लिए तुम निकाल रहे हो, ये उसका होगा. Now let's see another question. Another question is
Sir,
here.
can you show me the question once again, the previous one, the previous page?
Which one? This one?
No, sir. And
that white
no,
one?
No, just you have shown. Yes, sir. Just the sum just you have shown.
I think you cannot see that one. You have to see this one tomorrow in the recording now.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now let's see the another one. Here it is given that calculate the molarity of the following solutions. Here in one question you have been given two questions are there, two sub questions are there. In the first question you have to determine the molarity of 30 gram of cobalt nitrate in 6H2O, cobalt nitrate in 4.3 liter of solution, and now we are to calculate this one, how to calculate the molarity of this solution. So if we remember the definition, molarity means the number of moles of solute dissolved in the one per liter of solvent. Now you see here we have been given 30 gram of cobalt nitrate. Now for first of all we have to determine the what is the number of moles which is present in 30 gram of cobalt nitrate, and for that we have to calculate the molar mass. So molar mass of cobalt CuNO3 twice dot 6H2O. Now we have to calculate this one. So the atomic weight of cobalt is 59, then NO3 this is twice, so plus this will be 2 times, nitrogen it is 14 plus oxygen is 16 into 3, then plus this will be 6 times, 6 into 18 because water is 18. So now if you are going to calculate this, 59 plus 2 times 14 plus 48 plus 108, then now this one 59 plus 2 times this will be 62 plus 108. Now if you determine this, if you add all of them you will get around 291. I think it will be 62 to, yes, you will get 291 gram per mole. This is your molar mass of the solute. This is the molar mass of your cobalt nitrate. Now if this is the molar mass, means 291 grams is equal to 1 mole. Then now you have to find कि 30 gram में कितने moles होंगे. Then for that what we are to do, we have to divide this 30 by 291. It means you will write like number of moles in 30 gram. Number of moles in 30 gram of cobalt nitrate will be equal to 30 by 291. So this will be your number of moles. Now it is said that you have to find out the molarity. So molarity means that how much amount of mole is dissolved in the given solution. So my given solution is 4.3 liter. Then here what you will do is you will just directly write it like, therefore the required molarity, therefore molarity is equal to, what is the total number of moles, that is you have got 30 by 291. So ये 30 by 291 and divided by the total volume of the solution, that is your 4.3 liter, that is your 4.3 liter. Then again if you go on solving this, you will get some value, and that value you can determine by yourself. Once again I am telling you, for calculating the molarity of this solution, means cobalt nitrate, अगर 30 ग्राम हम 4.3 लीटर पानी में मिलाते हैं, तो it is asked that what will be the molarity. Then here the molarity is determined. First of all we have to calculate the molar mass. So the molar mass calculated here is the putting the atomic mass of each of them. Then we got it 291. तो मतलब 291 ग्राम लेने से 1 मोल होता है. Then now we have to determine that 30 ग्राम में कितने मोल्स होंगे. So in 30 ग्राम the number of moles will be 30 by 291. So we have determined this one. Then after that the given amount of solution, that is 4.3 liter solution को 30 divided by 291 and further divided by 4.3 you have to do, and you will get your respective molarity, whatever the molarity you will have. Now here is the thing, you see, molarity, whenever you are asked, the symbol is capital letter M for molarity, and when you are asked molality, the symbol is small letter m. This is the difference between molarity and molality. Here the symbol is capital M, in this case it is M. So whatever the value you will get, suppose you are getting some X, then you will write it as capital M, means the molarity is this much of molarity here. Okay, so now let us see the another one. The next one here, it is said that 30 ml of 0.5 molar H2SO4 which is diluted to 500 ml. Then again here you have to calculate the molarity. Now for calculating this type of molarity, we have one formula, that is M1V1 is equal to M2V2. Now what is M1V1 and what is M2V2? In this case, always this M1V1 and either of these two, means whatever you have on the left side, that is always known to you. Whatever is present on the left side, that is your known value, and from the right side one will be unknown. एक unknown होगा यहाँ पर, one will be unknown here. Now this relation you will be using in your practical labs when we will be calculating the molarity of different solutions. तो यहाँ देखो, now what is the molarity that is given to us? We have been given 0.5, तो लिखो molarity की जगह 0.5 into volume. कितना वॉल्यूम दिया हुआ है, बोला है 30 ml is given, तो M1 की जगह पर लिखो 30 ml, 30 लिख दिया. Now you have to calculate what? You have to calculate the molarity, means M2 you have to calculate. तो M2 की जगह पे M2 लिख दो into. Now V2 देखो कितना बना दिया है सोल्यूशन को, 500. So here you will get your 500. So now you have to calculate the molarity. तो सीधे इसको M2 निकाल दो, तो M2 will be equal to 0.5 into 30 by 500, और इसको सॉल्व करके again you will get some value, suppose y molar, so that you can determine it by the calculation. And these calculations you are to do by yourself. This is not the end, means the calculation part final I am not doing here. I am just explaining you that what is the formula and how you are going to proceed for this. Let us see the another one. Here calculate the mass of area, calculate the mass of urea required in making the 2.5 kg of 0.25 molal aqueous solution. Now here this is your molal solution. Now यहाँ पर एक चीज अलग है. Now what will be happening here, you see, first of all here also you are to calculate the molecular weight of this compound. This is your urea. तो चलो कैलकुलेट करते हैं molecular mass of urea. Now what is the molecular mass of urea? देखते हैं चलो. Molecular mass of urea. Molecular mass of urea. कैलकुलेट करते हैं. Nitrogen is 14 plus 2 plus 12 plus 16 plus 14 plus 2. Then if you will add 14 plus 2 is 16, then 16 32, then again 16 48, and this will be equal to 60. So you will get here 60 gram. Now 0.25 molal, it means that 0.25 mole डाला गया है. It means that if you are said that 0.25 mol L, it means that 0.25 mol is used. 0.25 mol of urea is used to prepare a solution from here. तो अब अगर 0.25 mol use किया है, then 1 mol means 60 gram. 1 mol is equal to 60 gram. So 0.25 mol. 0.25 mol will be equal to 0.25 into 60. So now if you are calculating this one, then 0.25 into 60 you will get like 0.25 you will get some like 15 gram. You will get it here 15 gram. Now it means that 15 gram of solution is added, मतलब 15 gram of solute को हमने add किया है इस solution में, and the solution was 0.25 मोलल. अब मोलल का मतलब क्या है? मोलैलिटी. तो अब मोलैलिटी में क्या होता है कि जो solution होता है वो टोटल कितना होता था? 1000 ग्राम का होता था. Then when you are adding this 15 gram, it means that the total mass of the solution that will be equal to कितना हो जाएगा? 1000 ग्राम तुम डाल रहे हो, तुम 1000 ग्राम पहले से था. In that how much you are adding? You are adding 15 gram. You have added 15 gram here. So this will become 1015 gram. Now 1015 gram, if you are converting this one to kg, you will get 1.015 kg. Now you have got here 1.015 kg. तो मतलब देखो, जब 1.015 kg होता है तो उसमें तुम्हें कितना ग्राम यूरिया लगा है? 15 gram. Means when the total mass of the solution is 1.015 kg, you are requiring 15 gram. Then when the total mass will be 2.5 kilogram, then what is the amount required? You can calculate it from your basic maths level of class 8, that is known as unitary method. Unitary method. Here you have been given that when the total weight of the solution is 1.015 kg, you are requiring 15 gram. When it will be 1 kg, you will require like 15 by 1.015, and when it is 2.5 kg, you will be requiring it as 15 into 2.5 by 1.015, and that will be, again you have to calculate this one. You can calculate this one by yourself. Some Z gram you will get, and you calculate this by yourself. So these were the some 4 questions which were based on those topics till now which we have discussed. So if anybody has any question, then they can ask, because this was really a big one. Yes, if anybody wants to ask. Nobody, कोई सुन ही नहीं रहा है शायद. Okay, Lalian will ask tomorrow after watching the video. Okay, that's appreciable. Okay, anyone more? Is there anyone who is sitting with a pen and paper? I think none. Okay, Hamsing is sitting. Then Hamsing, do you have any question for that? Do you have any question? Actually, see, these topics are very big. Let the school reopen, because last one you did not understand. The last one was your I think the urea one. Okay, let me do it once again. Let me show you this last urea one, na? Okay, I'll show you once again. Oh Lord, now I cannot erase this one also. Acha, chalo. Okay, I have another option also. See here, the question that you were doing there, it was given that a solution is made which is of 0.25 molal. 0.25 molal means the molality, that is 0.25 moles जो हैं वो 1000 ग्राम में डाला गया है. This is said, means 0.25 mole is added to 1000 gram. Now then what will be the amount of urea required? कितना यूरिया लगेगा when you are preparing a solution of 2.3 kg? मतलब जब 1000 ग्राम का solution बनाया है तो उसमें 0.25 moles डाले गए हैं. Now it is asked that when you are preparing a solution of 2.3 kg, then हाउ मच ग्राम यू आर गोइंग टू ऐड, नॉट मोल्स. अगर मोल्स दिए होते तो हम सीधे निकाल लेते कि 1000 में 0.25 है, देन 2.3 में कितना होगा. बट हियर the question is given here in moles and you are asked in terms of gram. Then for that you have to convert this mole into gram. तो मोल को ग्राम में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए you will have to calculate the molecular mass of urea. तो देखो करते हैं molecular mass of urea, that is molar mass of urea. तो molar mass of urea using the values we have got 60 ग्राम. तो अब 1 मोल में 60 ग्राम होता है तो 0.25 मोल में कितना ग्राम होगा. 0.25 mole में 0.25 into 60 gram, that is you will get 15 gram. Now this 15 gram is added to 1000 gram. Now the total mass of the solution will be 1015 gram, total mass of the solution. Now since the values in the initial stage we have been given in terms of kilogram, 2.3 kg, so we have to convert this one into kg, so you will get it as 1.015 kg. Now it became simple. When the weight is 1.015 kg, we are requiring 15 gram. When it will be 1 kg, we will require 15 by 1.015, 15 by 1.015 gram. And when the weight will be 2.3 kg, then we will require 15 into 2.3 by 1.015 gram, and then you can calculate it. So this is how I have done that one. Did you get this answering? Okay. So anyone more? आज नहीं करते हैं दूसरा कुछ. You just ask me from the previous part only. We are not going to start anything. बोलो. Also the charge is low if you can see it here. Only 30 minutes are remaining. We don't have current here. So we don't calculate molecular mass in finding the mass percentage. See, in calculating the mass percentage, you don't need the molecular mass. While calculating the mass percentage, you have nothing to do with the mass percentage, because mass percentage is only the amount of solute which is dissolved there. So when the solubility explain the acha, mole to gram to mole. These were in class 11. You read the book once again, Akash. Read the book once again. Though you are reading the book, okay, but don't worry. When we'll start the practicals, we'll definitely do it. We'll definitely do it, because without this one you cannot do the practicals. Like solutions नहीं बना पाओगे अगर mole concept clear नहीं हुआ तो. Like how much gram makes 1 mole, how much mole will make 1 gram, grams, that you should know this one. Okay, so today we cannot continue more because the battery is going to be dead and current नहीं है यहाँ पर. Okay, so I'll be ending here today. Meet you tomorrow.
Good night, sir.
Good night. किसका? मेरा बैटरी नहीं है लैपटॉप का. कौन?